This video is for the guys out there and the girls, but the people out there who just feel like they haven't got life figured out. They have no idea what they want to do with their lives. They don't know who they are. They always feel like maybe they're a little bit of frauds. There's so much to learn, and yada yada. The ones that haven't figured out life. And in today's age, that's essentially most people. It's always been most people, apart from your delusional narcissist types and so on. But it's definitely gotten worse because of social media. Now we have access to, looking in the window of so many other people's lives now. People are putting their best selves on display. And the age bracket for that feeling is getting younger and younger because they see with social media all these young guys doing so well, right? There's so many young entrepreneurs out there and people living great lives. And I see more and more young guys like getting down into the teens, like 18, 17, 16, 15. I've seen 14-year-olds ask this question of like, what am I going to do with my life? How do I feel behind? I feel left behind. I feel like I'm a loser and so on. And let me tell you something, man. No one has life figured out. No one. No matter what the age, no matter what levels of success, no one's got this shit figured out. Even your 40-year-old multi-millionaire, been there, done it, has the family, the kids, the wife, everything, the accolades, the adulation. Even that guy's not figured out life. No one has. No one can figure all this out. We're only here for an average of like 80 years. And it's not like it's 80 years to figure it out because you go through different phases, right? I mean, you got childhood, young childhood, under the age of 10, which you barely remember, and yet forms so much of your character and personality and beliefs and outlooks. And then you got your teenage years, and that's tumultuous, and you go through all of that whirlwind, and then you got your young 20s, and then finally your brain fully develops at 25, 26 as a man. Then you got to go through your midlife stuff and all of that, and then you got to figure out aging and all this. So you haven't got 8 years to figure it out. You've got these sections, and it's not enough time. And no one has all the answers. And no matter how successful you see someone, there's always something going on behind the scenes. Right? You can see some successful fitness entrepreneur, perfect body, living out in Dubai, right? Living the lifestyle and all that. They're slacking on other things, I'm sure, and they have their insecurities and their worries and fears and doubts. And there's a saying, or put it this way, like the finest wines and whiskeys, right? They take a long time to peak. Yeah, they got to be in those barrels for a long time. You can drink those wines, once they go through that processing stage and they've become wine, you drink them straight away, but that won't taste as good if you leave them in that barrel for 20, 30, 40 years and plus. That's how it gets good. And what I'm saying is most of the guys who really live life and who are the wisest people, and I'm definitely not saying I am, by the way, but the guys who are the wisest, the guys who have most of it figured out, let's say, they took a long time to get there. They really fucking lived, man. They took a long time. They had to make a lot of mistakes. They had to try on a lot of different hats. So you might be sitting there as a 21-year-old and you want to be the next big thing online or entrepreneur and you want to be a millionaire and all this, and you see other 21-year-olds balling out of control. But, so what? So what? Because someone makes it at 21 years of age and is a millionaire and living the life of dreams of a 21-year-old. there's other things they're slacking on, they're missing out on, they have no clue on, they're ignorant on. And they're going to make mistakes, and then we're going to run into those problems and issues as time goes on. For a lot of you on the topic of money and success, for some of you, the worst thing in the world is being young with money. If I was 20 years of age and I was a millionaire, boy, that would have been the worst thing that ever happened to me. Seriously, it would have been a disaster for me. I would have just been out of control, a freaking degenerate out of control. Who knows what would have happened to me. So that wouldn't have been a good thing. And I've had to go take my time and go through stuff and live life and experience it all. Stop feeling like you're behind all the time. Stop comparing yourself to people online who are just showing their best selves, often lying about where they are and what they've done. Stop trying to figure it all out, man. What's all this life about? Who exactly am I? Relax, man. Relax a little bit. Live. Fucking live life. Get out there. Touch grass. Get some experiences under your belt. And if it's meant to happen for you, it will happen when it's ready. When you're ready, when the time is right. That's when it's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying sit around, do nothing, and be lazy. I'm not saying that. You want to get to work, get to work. I'm saying it's a fucking journey, man. That cliche about the journey, it's all about the journey, not the destination. Man, it's true. It's true. A lot of people, they reach the top of that mountain and they go, the view isn't as good as I thought it would be. I had a lot more fun coming uphill. And going uphill that's how you grow, right? So yeah, that's my advice, man. That's my advice. No one's got it figured out. No one's got it figured out. Stop comparing yourself to others in that way and live. Fucking live. That's how you really grow. Live experiences. And the time will be right when it's right for you. And the ones who went through the most shit, took the longest time to get where they wanted to go, they're some of the most interesting, wisest people you'll ever meet. They have a freaking story to tell. And remember, as you're on that journey, always with a smile and a wink. Life is to be enjoyed, my friends.